typically I start off these videos and I say it was a great year, jam-packed full of great memories. This year was definitely jam-packed full. The verdict is still out, but it definitely started out very promising. It was fun, like it started out pretty good, honestly. Like I had a lot of fun. I had these girls over for a little Feral Carol sleepover. We went to see an ABBA cover band. I protested when Donald Trump came to my school. Like things were happening. It was eventful already, and it was normal. It was so great. It was so normal and great. And there was the caucuses, which were a shit show, but we would do things like, have activities with your floor mates that your RA would put on. And there was choir where you could stand by each other and perform, and people would come and see it. And there was parties, and you could go out to dinner with your friends, and you could commit heinous atrocities in the Hubble Dining Hall. And at this point, I was studying digital media production, and I would get screamed at a lot, but I was learning so much. And then everything changed. Because of COVID-19, we had to get sent home. For at the time, what we thought was just going to be a couple of weeks. So in a matter of days, every student on campus packs up all their stuff and moves home. And then we find out we're there for good. And class is fully online for the rest of the semester. And things got a little weird. This was the Joe Exotic era of quarantine. We shaved the cat. And that was really difficult, I think, for every person in the world. Your entire life was just put on hold, we had a big birthday bash for my mom's 50th birthday that we had to cancel, and a spring break trip that we had to cancel, and Olivia had her sweet 16 and she didn't get to do anything. And but you found ways to make it survivable and have fun still. And then one day me and Sophie watched somebody get shot at Beaver Park. So that was a little bit traumatizing. Then I went to my grandparents for a week or so in the summer and stayed with them, which was a lot of fun with my sisters, and got to visit with my Uncle Barb. Then in May, George Floyd was murdered by some police officers in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and that caused months of protests and outrage nationwide. But summer wasn't all bad. There was a lot of fun moments in there, too. For example, this photo was taken, which might be my favorite photo to ever exist, and we went to North Carolina, which was a lot of fun. We stayed in an Airbnb right on the beach. That was our backyard. It was so nice to go swimming every day, just like right in our own private beach, basically. And we saw this cool old lighthouse. That was cool. I don't know. And then just when things started to get okay, there was a hurricane in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, and that is a tree that is sitting right on top of my car. So the derecho was pretty devastating. It left parts of my town almost unrecognizable. We did not have internet for 90 days. We didn't have power for 3 weeks. And there was a period of time where we couldn't even get cell service at our house. But it did keep us outside a little bit more. We got to spend more quality time with our neighbors, which was nice. There's always a silver lining. It was terrible, though. This is my grandma folding my underwear at my aunt's kitchen table because I had to move to college and all my clothes were dirty because we couldn't do laundry. So as you can imagine, I was pretty excited to get to school where there was air conditioning and my friends, of course. The first few weeks in Des Moines were so much fun. Emma got her fingers stuck together with super glue when we were making earrings, and Claire sprained her ankle. Also, quick shout out to my roomies. I love you guys. Thank you for all the support, fun, and laughs. I really enjoyed living in 420. I'm getting emotional. I have to stop. Okay, I got COVID. This is a video of the assistant dean of students, Tony Tyler, driving me to my isolation dorm in a golf cart. This is my isolation dorm. It looks fine, and it pretty much was, but sometimes the 4 white walls made me so scared. I felt like I was a psychiatric patient, and I wanted to cry, and I felt so detached from the world. This is me in choir from the bathtub. This is my friends bringing me Ben and Jerry's. They're so nice. Even in the worst times, there's some things that are good. This is me volunteering for voter engagement on campus, and this is proof that Joe Biden won the election via propaganda. This is me and Joe on our beach. We went to the beach a lot. This is me visiting my sister Sydney, and this is another picture of me and Joe. I think it's a good picture. This is me and Kyle walking the Bulldog Mile, which we did a couple of times when it was warm enough. We're doing the Bulldog Mile.
Yeah, baby.
Following the footsteps.
Wait, I think we're going the wrong way.
We are going the wrong way. We are going the wrong way.
Let's check them out.
All right, let's check them out. This is Avery and I on the porch at SIG Up, and yes, now I know I can tell the difference between SIG Up and SAE. Next year, I hope to learn my lefts and rights. This is us on Kissing Rock. This is a magician throwing a knife at Kyle, but he didn't actually do it. And then this is us surprising Claire on her 20th birthday. It was so much fun. We decorated the room, and it was so cute, and she was so surprised. It was great. This is when Gabe moved to Des Moines. I don't know what he's doing in this video, but Gabe moving to Des Moines, wow, how fun. It was a recipe for trouble. I'm very glad he moved to Des Moines. We've had so much fun, and I'm glad we're friends again. Okay, enjoy the halftime show. I need a break.
Wow.
And it was like this. And it was 1, 2, 3, 4.
Then we celebrated Delaney's birthday, and that was so much fun. We stayed in an Airbnb, and we all got COVID tested before. This is when Avery and my friend Katie won the intramural volleyball championship, and this is when the power went out. It was so scary. It went out right out by Emma and Ella's house, and we really thought we were going to die for a little bit. And then when I got back to GK, the lights were off. The power was completely out. It was so scary. And the very next day, I went to the Capitol on a field trip for a class that I'm not even taking, but Emily and Joe and Kyle were going, so I went too, and it was so fun. And the very same day, I came back to Drake, and there was the Wienermobile, and I got to go inside, and I even won a wiener whistle. Then Cindy and my mom came and visited me, and I think Cindy looks cute in this, so I'm using that photo. Then there was Halloween. Halloween was fun. I was an angel. I was really proud of my costume. This is my cousin doing that dance. By now, you guys probably know the story of this. I'm with Joe, and I'm at our beach. And these next few photos and videos are from the day of November 4th, which was such a monumental moment in history when Donald Trump was voted out of office. And it was such a stressful election because it was actually devastatingly close. And the entire night, we were just refreshing the page. And this video is actually right outside my polling location. And I couldn't believe it, that there was a Trump parade. For the majority of Trump's presidency, I thought there was no way he could get reelected. And then it wasn't until the election year that I realized it was actually a really great possibility. And we didn't get results for a while, but yes, ultimately, Joe Biden won. Thank God. Anyway, Patrick came and visited me, which was a lot of fun. And then Sophie came and visited me, which was so much fun too. And Sophie ended up driving me home to Cedar Rapids, which is where I've been living since November and where I will live until February. Then I visited Patrick. I also made an Instagram account called Crab Guru, and that's where I rank Crab Rangoons. So me and Sophie made Crab Rangoons. Then I went to Florida. And of course, little Patchy also was coincidentally there at the very same time, which was so much fun. This is one video of us at the beach late at night. There's a lot of red tide when we were there. This is Patrick throwing a dead fish we found on the beach back into the ocean. This was on my birthday, and fun fact, it's been on my bucket list to hear the song La Vie en Rose, which is the song that she's playing, performed live on an accordion. And so what a great birthday it was to be able to do that on my 20th birthday. This is us getting our Build-A-Bears, and this was one night when we all hung out at my house. Basically 2020 was a lot of getting tested. It was a lot of tomfoolery. It was a lot of hay fever. It was a lot of going stir crazy. It was a lot of Zoom calls. I remember in March when we were first getting told what Zoom even was, and nobody knew what it was then. What a world it used to be. This was Christmas. This was a couple days after Christmas when we were staying with our grandparents. That was a lot of fun. When we came home, there was a lot of snow. We actually got snowed in at my grandparents', but when we got home, we went sledding. And yeah, this is us in Hy-Vee with our snow pants on. I'm just going to stick to the positives. Even though 2020 was a terrible year, there was still a lot of good that happened in it. And that's why I love making these highlight videos, because it always reminds me of that, and it leaves me with a good taste in my mouth at the end of the year. Thank you for watching. Happy 2021. And if you're my future grandchildren, hi, I love you.